I'm going to put up another document from a witness who called the FBI's National Threat Operations Center because I believe you just lied under oath. There is ample evidence in the Epstein file.
Don't you ever accuse me of a crime.
I believe you just lied under oath, and this is all on videotape. You said there's no evidence of a crime. I'm showing you, here is a witness statement who called into the FBI's Threat Operations Center.
What you just watched was not a political argument. It was a legal confrontation. And to understand why it matters, you need to understand three things.
Ample evidence in the Epstein file.
Don't you ever accuse me of a crime.
The Federal Victims Trafficking Protection Act states that anyone who patronizes a sex trafficking operation is guilty of a crime. Not just the trafficker, the clients too. This is federal law. Second, the evidence.
There is ample evidence
Lieu showed
Don't
Bondi
you ever accuse me of a crime.
I believe you just lied under
parties
oath,
with Jeffrey
and
Epstein.
this is all on videotape.
Bondi had already confirmed under that same congressional law.
Another document.
The victim's face in those photos was redacted to protect her identity. In doing so, Bondi confirmed the person in the photo is
Don't
a
you
sex
ever
trafficking
accuse
victim,
me of a crime.
I believe you
which
just lied
means,
under oath,
under federal
and
law,
this is all on videotape.
anyone
You
photographed
said
at those
there's no evidence
parties
of a
with
crime.
that
I'm gonna
victim
put up
may have committed a crime.
Another document from
Lieu's question was
a witness
simple.
who called the FBI's
You
National
have
Threat
photographic
Operations Center.
evidence.
Because
You have
I
a
believe you
federal
just
law
lied
that
under oath.
applies.
There is ample
Why
evidence
did you
in
close
the
this
Epstein file.
Don't you
investigation?
ever accuse me of a
Bondi's
crime.
You just
answer
lied
was about
under oath,
Merrick Garland.
and this is all on videotape.
Third,
you said
the July
there's no evidence of a crime.
2025
I'm
memo.
going to put up
Last
another
July,
document
Bondi's
from
own Department of
a witness
Justice
who
issued
called
a
the
memo
FBI's
stating,
National Threat
"We
Operations
did
Center.
not uncover evidence
I
that
believe
could
you just
predicate
lied
an
under oath.
investigation
There
against
is ample
uncharged
evidence
third
in the Epstein
parties."
file.
Don't you ever
Lieu's
accuse me of a
I
crime.
believe
Those
you
two
just lied under
photographs
oath,
are evidence
and this is all on
right
videotape.
there,
You said
in front of her
there's no evidence of a
face.
crime. I'm
Watch
showing
what
you.
came next.
Here is
I have a UC.
Ms. Crockett from Texas is recognized for UC.
Thank you so much. Donald Trump's approval rating implodes on his strongest issue. This is from Newsweek today. It says 40% of people
Thank you.
approve of
You don't
Trump's
need to
handling
read
of
the article to
immigration
us.
and border security, while 60% disapprove.
Without objection,
That is a net
admitted.
drop
Now I
to
recognize the gentleman
-20.
from California, Mr. Lieu.
Thank you, Attorney General Bondi, for being here today. I'm going to show you two photos.
Thank you.
I'm going to show you two photos of former Prince Andrew. Prince Andrew attended various parties with Jeffrey Epstein. Under the law Congress passed, you were allowed to redact photos to protect the victims of Epstein's sex trafficking operation. You redacted the photos of this victim's face because you were following the congressional law. Is that correct?
I'm sorry that we redacted the victim's
Because you were
face.
following the congressional law, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You have now established that please put the photos back up, that we are looking at a sex trafficking victim. Under the Federal Victims Trafficking Protection Act, not only is Jeffrey Epstein guilty, but anyone who patronizes Epstein's sex operation is also guilty of a crime. That's why I find it absolutely despicable that you sought to protect Epstein's clients, like former Prince Andrew. Last July, you closed the case on Epstein's abusers. The July 2025 memo from your Department of Justice stated, quote, "We did not uncover evidence that could predicate an investigation against uncharged third parties." These two photos, please put the photos back up. These two photos staring you in the face are evidence of a crime and more than enough evidence to predicate an investigation against former Prince Andrew. So I ask you, Attorney General Pam Bondi, why did you shut down this investigation last July, and why have you not prosecuted former Prince Andrew?
I don't believe you asked Merrick Garland these questions when he was Attorney General and set before.
I agree with you.
You twice.
I'm reclaiming my time.
Never
I agree with
mentioned
you. I agree with you. During
Were
the
you not
Biden,
here
during
then?
the Biden administration, I called for people looking at Epstein files. Merrick Garland dropped the ball, as did Attorney General Bill Barr, as did Alex Acosta, a whole string of failures, but you are in charge. You have the power to change things, to hold these men accountable, and you're doing the opposite. You're protecting them. So I want to move on to another man.
Can I answer
Donald
that,
Trump.
though?
I want to move on to another
Can I answer
question.
your question about protecting
You answered the
Andrew?
question.
You're saying no. I love this.
I want to discuss another man, Donald Trump, who is all over the Epstein files, like former Prince. Here's a video. Like former Prince Andrew, Donald Trump attended various parties with Jeffrey Epstein. I want to know, were there any underage girls at that party or at any party that Trump attended with Jeffrey Epstein?
This is so ridiculous, and that they are trying to deflect from all the great things Donald Trump has done. There is no evidence that Donald Trump has committed a crime. Everyone knows that. This has been the most transparent presidency. He's the one that asked that those files
I'm reclaiming my time.
be
I got your
released.
answer. You said there's no evidence.
President Trump asked
Mr. Chairman,
that
please
the
stop the
Trump
clock.
sign
Stop the clock.
the legislation.
Time.
This is
Time.
this
I'd like
is
to take my
ridiculous.
time.
Time belongs to the gentleman from California.
Okay. I'm going to put up another document from a witness who called the FBI's National Threat Operations Center, because I believe you just lied under oath. There is ample evidence in the Epstein file.
Don't you ever accuse me of a crime.
I believe you just lied under oath, and this is all on videotape. You said there's no evidence of a crime. I'm showing you, here is a witness statement who called into the FBI's Threat Operations Center. He drove Donald Trump around in a limo. He overheard what Donald Trump said to Jeffrey on his cell phone. He was so angry, he was going to stop a limo and hurt Donald Trump. And he met a girl who said she was raped by Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. She later had her head blown off, and officers at the scene said that could not have been suicide. No one at the Department of Justice interviewed this witness. You need to interview this witness immediately. Epstein should rot in hell, so should the men who patronized his operation. And as we say here today, there are over 1,000 sex trafficking victims, and you have not held a single man accountable. Shame on you. If you had any decency, you would resign right after this hearing concludes.
The gentleman has expired.
May I respond?
Yeah, I don't know how you respond. No one can.
I did not
can
ask a
respond.
question,
He
Mr.
doesn't
Head.
You're
want
allowed
to talk
to.
about
I did
the
not ask a
horrific
question.
crime in California. He does not want to talk about
I did not ask a
crime
question.
in his
She
state.
can't just
Attorney
ad-lib
General.
stuff.
Going
I
after
did not
Donald
ask a
Trump.
question.
Meeting will be in order. The gentleman has yielded back his time. I think our next witness will be.
I have a
Let's be
UC.
precise about what just happened.
Ms. Crockett
Lieu
from Texas is
presented
recognized for
Bondi
UC.
with
Thank you so
photographic
much. Donald
evidence
Trump's
of a
approval rating
potential
implodes
crime.
on his strongest
Under
issue. This is
federal
from
law,
Newsweek today.
the Federal
It says
Victims
40% of
Trafficking
people
Thank you.
approve
Protection
of
You don't
Trump's
need to
handling
read
of
the article
immigration
to
International
us.
sex
and border
trafficking
security, while
operation is a
60%
federal
disapprove.
crime.
Without objection,
That is a
admitted.
net drop.
Now I
Department
recognize the
issued a
gentleman
memo
from
last July
California,
saying there
Mr.
was
Lieu.
no evidence to investigate uncharged third parties. Lieu's argument: the photographs are evidence.
Thank you, Attorney General
The
Bondi,
witness
for being here
statement
today.
is evidence.
I'm going to show you
A
two
limousine
photos.
driver who called
show
the
you two photos
FBI's
of
National
former
Threat
Prince Andrew.
Operations Center, who
Prince Andrew
overheard Trump's
attended various
conversations with
parties
Epstein,
with
who met a victim
Jeffrey
who
Epstein.
said she was raped.
Under the
That
law Congress
witness was
passed,
never
you
interviewed
were
by the
allowed to
Department of
redact
Justice.
photos
And the
to
victim
protect
that
the
witness
victims of
described
Epstein's sex
died of a
trafficking
gunshot
operation.
wound to the
You
head.
redacted the photos
Officers at the
of
scene
this
said it
victim's
could not have
face
been suicide.
because you were
Lieu
following
called
the
it what it
congressional law.
is.
Is that correct?
Over 1,000 sex trafficking victims. 0 men prosecuted.
I'm sorry,
A
that we
July
redacted
memo
the
closing the
Because you were following the congressional
investigation.
law, correct?
Photographs
Yes.
that were never followed up on.
You have
A
now
witness
established
that was
we,
never interviewed.
please put the photos
And
back
an
up.
attorney
We are
general
looking
who
at a
responded to
sex
all of it by
trafficking
talking
victim.
about Merrick
Under the
Garland.
Federal
Bondi
Victims
told
Trafficking
Lieu,
Protection Act.
"Don't you ever
Not only
accuse
is
me of a
Jeffrey Epstein
crime."
guilty, but anyone
But
who
Lieu wasn't
patronizes
accusing Bondi of a
Epstein's
crime.
sex
He was
operation
asking her to
is also
investigate
guilty of a
one,
crime.
and she
That's why I find it
refused.
absolutely
Subscribe to
despicable
Dana
that you
Weston
sought to
Daily,
protect Epstein's
because the
clients,
evidence that
like
sits
former
in front
Prince
of them
Andrew.
We make
last
sure
July,
it's never forgotten.
You closed the case
Drop a
on
comment.
Epstein's abusers.
Do you think the limousine driver
July
witness should
2025
be
memo from
interviewed
your
by the
Department of
DOJ?
Justice stated,
We
quote,
read every
"We
single
did not
one.
uncover